Stop overcomplicating success. It's not about waiting for the perfect time or the perfect moment. It's about doing things strategically every single day that improves you and leads you to getting that success. And now I'll teach you 5 habits which, if implemented from today, will slowly build your life into it's slowly going to build your life better than 90% of the population. And it's going to help you in every single sector of your life in achieving your goals. And this is a guarantee from Allah, and this is a guarantee from Allah as well, as He says, a person who reads his Salah 5 times a day daily will be successful. And that's where we're gonna start. Habit 1: read your Salahs on time. And now this is a very important habit, because if you can't stand in front of Allah on time, you won't be able to stand in front of your daily challenges, your life's challenges, your work on time as well. You won't be able to stand in front of it on time. You won't be scheduled on time. You won't be disciplined like you're supposed to be. Like Allah says, whoever reads the salahs, whoever reads their salahs 5 times a day will be successful. Now we have to go all in on that because Allah gives us the guarantee. Read your salahs on time. Make sure you do it. Do not skip any salah. Put in all the discipline you can possibly in every single way possible. Just do whatever, every single drop of discipline you got, take it out, read your salah. Do not skip your salah. And even if some miracle happens and you just not able to read a salah, or you skip something or you missed it, make sure you do qaza as fast as possible. Make sure you pay your debt, you pay your salah as fast as possible. So basically, salah is also your checkpoint. It's your energy refiller, and it refills your soul. It makes you, it's like a meditation. And we won't say it's meditation in general, but it's something in a much bigger scale. Allah is in control. Allah gives us guarantee. We bowing our heads in front of Allah, telling him, because he's our creator and he's gonna be he's our sustainer, and he's the one who's gonna help us reach that success. Now, habit 2 is morning control. This is very important. Morning control is very important because if you're waking up later than 7 o'clock in the morning, that's just disrespectful to yourself, because your day is supposed to start early. That's when you got the most energy. That's when you're most alert. That's when it's the most spiritual. That's when the world is sleeping. That's when everything is quiet. And that's when you can build. And there's a lot of factors about this, as you can wake up early, read your Fajr Salah, you can read your Quran, you can exercise, you can build your businesses. And early in the morning, you got the most energy, you're most refilling, you're the most refilled, you're the most energized, you can do anything basically. And my tip is to wake up before the sun rises. That's what I do, that's what you're supposed to do every single day for the rest of your life. On weekends, every single day, holidays, any situation, wake up before the sun rises. And that's the most important tip I'll give you. Wake up before the sun rises. Wake up before the world rises. I say exactly, because if you own your mornings, you're gonna own your day. Now let's move on to habit 3, which is physical training. Now physical training, it's one of the most important things, and this should be a non-negotiable. This should be part of your daily essentials, your daily non-negotiables. Exercise at least 15 to 30 minutes. That's the minimal time frame you should have. Exercise every day. Exercise strictly. Do anything. Do calisthenics, gym, run, cardio, HIIT, whatever you want to do. Do it. Make your heart race at least once a day for at least 15 to 30 minutes, and then go up to 2 hours. I wouldn't recommend more than 2 hours of high intensity workouts, because then that's just going to slow yourself down. But if you can do high intensity and then low intensity, or any of those, but exercise every single day, it's the most important thing you will ever do in life. And now because that's gonna build. It's like a armor. You're gonna have armor. You're gonna be able to protect your family. You're gonna be able to have more confidence because you're more confident in your body. Your self-esteem is better. You're higher. It's what Allah likes more. He wants his believers to be stronger, and we should, as Muslims, should all be strong. We should portray ourselves as strong people. We should be big. We should have muscle. We should be lean. We shouldn't be fat and overweight and unproductive, because overweight, being fat comes with being unproductive. Now, I've been gymming for 3 years, and I used to be extremely fat, and extremely fat being like about 30% body fat, the age of a very young age, actually, about 14, age of 14 to 16, I believe. I've been on my fattest. I weighed about 88 kgs, and it was an insecure, unproductive, low level part of my life. And now I've been gymming for 3 years, and this is my third year, and I'm not on the lean phase yet. It's my cutting phase right now, and let me tell you, I'm way more confident. My body fat's way lower. It's I think about 20% body fat, which is high, which is relatively high, but we are on extreme cut till January, inshallah, and then we should achieve around 12% body fat by then, because I'm on a strict cut. Well, let me tell you, exercise every day. That's my advice. Do it, and you will see the improvements yourself. And I'll make a video on the benefits of exercising every day, and we'll go in detail on that as well. But that, habit three, keep that in mind. All right. Habit four. Habit four is guarding your eyes and your tongue. Very important. Very, very important. Now, your eyes and your tongue is where you consume from. It's logic. And what you consume is who you are, and that's just gonna determine yourself. It's gonna determine who you are. And I'll give you examples, and this will be brutal, this will be raw. Examples are you looking at the opposite gender, looking at a woman in a sexual way and not lowering your gaze as Islam teaches. What is that signal in your brain? It's kind of turning you on, right? And it gives you those imaginations of the girls, which I don't want to go in detail in because it's haram. Well, that's going to lead you into consuming more, because it's a desire, and it's increasing your dopamine. Now, when the dopamine goes up, your brain wants more and more and more and more until the dopamine receptors are fried, which is very common among people nowadays, which is very unfortunate. Well, what I'm gonna say is guard your tongue, guard your eyes, uh, and by your tongue. So my tip is guide your eyes, guide your tongue, and by tongue, guide what you eat, guide what you talk, which is very important. Now, if you eat a lot of sweet, it has the same effect as your eyes, increasing your dopamine level, wanting you to eat more, making you imagine that, rehearsing that in your brain. Just like the eyes, if you watch any sexual stuff or see anything sexual or admire someone in a sexual way, it's going to keep rehearsing in your brain, and that's going to end up you watching things or doing haram, zina, or any of that, and which is going to hurt you more than you ever thought, or that you ever think, because it's a very, very dangerous thing to do. And this is a habit you should really, really consider, and it's one of your what people ignore a lot, and what people think don't do much damage, but it does the most damage. And another thing about your tongue is you're speaking now. You talk with your tongue as well. Now, don't swear, don't badmouth anyone, because it's karma, and Islamically it's wrong. It's qasab, which is haram. And why would it be haram? It has its consequences. Haram has its consequences. Guard your tongue, guard your eyes. It's very, very important, actually, extremely important. And if you can't do that, you're gonna take a big hit in your journey of life, your journey of self-improvement. And now there's a lot I can tell you about this, and I'll make another detailed video on this specific habit as we go on. Right, guard your eyes, guys. Keep them low. Don't admire women, even if you see it by mistake. Because nowadays, women, if you're not staying in any Arab countries, but Arab countries also got inappropriate clothing nowadays, but it's everywhere in the world. And we are humans. We can't just close our eyes while we're walking on the street. We might by mistake, because I hope from the lesson you're learning from me today, you will not stay, admire, look at women. And if I want to be raw, it's looking at their parts. It's just not the way of a Muslim. And now, what I'll tell you is, if it's a mistake and you look at it, look away immediately and don't rehearse the image. Stop it, frictionize it, stop it in your brain, because if it rehearses in your brain, it's going to end up in you consuming haram, and you know it. It's possible. I've done it. I've seen many of my brothers do it, and it works. It works. And if you're an older person, my best advice on not being sexual all the time, because we do a lot of haram because of our desires, is most men, if they're disciplined, guard their eyes, guard their tongue, guard their mind as well, because some people are already at a level where their minds are extremely sexualized, and it's affecting them in many ways. My best advice is get into a relationship if you're in an older age range and can support it financially. Get married, get into a relationship, get married as fast as possible. That's the best advice I'll give you. But do it smartly. Don't do it with a girl you don't like. Obviously, you'll find the girl you like. You will know who you like, and she likes you too. Make sure that happens. She's attracted. Don't just force marriage. But that's impossible basically nowadays. But get into a relationship, get married as quick as possible, and that will be the Islamically safe part. Even if you're married, do not stare at other women. Very important. Keep that in mind. Guard your tongue as well. Don't talk bad about anyone. In this video, I want to keep it short. I don't want to expand it too much on each habit. This is the fourth habit. Now we'll move on to the fifth habit. The fifth habit would be building instead of consuming. And now, what do I mean? Building instead of consuming. What I mean is, we all use social media. We all do. We can't lie to each other. And what do we mostly do in social media? What do we all do in social media? We consume. We consume a lot. We scroll, we watch videos, we waste time, we watch movies. And honestly, is that helping us in any way? Ask yourself that question. Is that helping us in any way? And the real answer to that is no, it's not helping us in any way. And what we actually need to do is build instead of consume. What do I mean build? What can we build? We we can't just start building buildings. We're not architects or whatever they call construction nerds or whatever you want to call that. What I'm telling you to build is build your knowledge, build your skills, build a social media channel, a self-improvement channel. Start recording, halal obviously, and build in some way, any way possible. Build your career. If you want to be a doctor, build yourself in being a doctor. If you want to do consumer things, which then build your skill, because there's a difference between useless entertainment consumption and skill development and learning consumption. There's a very big difference. It's the equivalent of eating unhealthy calories and eating healthy calories. And people say that calories are calories. It's not a fact. As well as consuming is not consuming. Consuming has its differences, and what we should do is build ourselves. And the point I wrote down here is, here is do this every single day, obviously. And then other things I'm talking about building is build your business, build yourself, be more hygienic, take care of yourself, improve yourself in every single way you can. And that's what's the most important. And then remember this. A man is remembered by what he builds, not what he scrolls. And that's one of the quotes we got here. We're done with all 5 tips. And now my final point here is do this 5 daily habits every single day for months and months. comment back on this video. Tell me how it has improved your life. And I promise you, you do these 5 things every single day and make it a non-negotiable, all of these 5, watch yourself become the top tier of yourself. Trust me, you do these 5 habits every single day, you will achieve your goals. Promise. That's my promise. It will improve your life. If it doesn't, I know that you're the one doing something wrong. Improve it. Tell me what you're doing wrong in the comments, and I will make sure to help you in every single way possible. Do this. I promise. I promise you will achieve what you're looking for.